Good morning, children. In the previous class, we have studied what is the meaning of a physical quantity. Right? What is a physical quantity? A quantity that can be measured either directly or indirectly. Then we also studied physical quantities that can be divided into different groups. One is scalars and vectors. Another one is fundamental quantities and derived quantities. Which are the fundamental quantities? There are 7 fundamental quantities. Which are they? Mass, length, time, amount of substance, electric current, temperature and luminous intensity. These are the 7 fundamental quantities. And 2 more fundamental quantities, if you want, you can list. One is called plane angle and another one is solid angle. You know the difference between plane angle and solid angle. Plane angle means angle of a plane figure. Can you give an example of a plane figure? Triangle, rectangle, square. The angle of that figure, that is plane angle. The unit of plane angle is radian. But in class 10, you are using degree, na? You are using degree. 30 degree, 60 degree, etc. You know what is the relation between degree and radian? 180 degree is equal to pi radian. So what about your 90 degree? 90 degrees? Pi by 2 radian. See, 60 degree, pi by 3 radian. 45 degree, pi by 4 radian. X degree, how many radian? Pi by 180 into x radian. This is the formula for converting degree to radian. Pi by 180 into 60 degree. That will give you corresponding radian form. So this is plane angle. Solid angle means angle of a solid body. Example, cone. You know the vertical angle of a cone. See, this angle. Is it 2-dimensional angle or 3D angle? It is 3-dimensional angle. That is called solid angle. And the unit of the solid angle is steradian. So radian and steradian. These are the 2 units for plane angle and solid angle. These are also considered as fundamental quantities. Like that, there are 7 fundamental quantities. Now, yesterday also we have seen a derived quantity can always be expressed in terms of fundamental quantity. For example, you need area of this room and volume of this room. Area, what is the formula you studied? Area of this room, what is the formula? Length into breadth. But for measuring length, you are using meter scale, and for measuring breadth also you are using the same meter scale. So, length into breadth can be written as length multiplied with length. Why it is like this? Because breadth is also a length. Is it right? Then similarly you apply volume. Volume of this room. Length into breadth into height. How will you write that one now? Length into breadth into height is equal to length into breadth is also a length and height is also a length. The length square and this is length cube. Yesterday I told you the main fundamental quantities for you in class 11th. Which are fundamental quantities? Mass, length and time. So you can write this as mass 0, there is no mass, length square T0. And this one you can write, there is no mass 10, length is 3 and time is 0. Actually this is called dimensional formula for area and this is called dimensional formula for volume. Similarly, you can try what is the dimensional formula for speed. Speed, what is the formula? It is distance divided by time. Right? Distance is a length. Time t. So what you are getting? Length 1 t denominator. You take it to the numerator, it will become minus 1. Is there any mass there? Mass, is it there? There is no mass, so m0. Write it. This is called dimensional formula for speed. Now you see your velocity. Velocity is also similar. The difference is displacement upon time. You know distance and displacement both are length. So the dimensional formula for velocity is also same. So dimensional formula for speed, dimensional formula for velocity, that is same. Now what is the meaning of dimension of a physical quantity? Dimension. You are familiar with the term dimension of this room. What is the meaning? Length, breadth and height. These are the 3 dimensions of this room. Is it right? Similarly, which are the dimensions of this area? I will tell you the answer. From that you can understand what is the meaning of dimension. Dimensions of the area are 0 in mass, 2 in length and 0 in time. Once again listen. Dimension of speed, 0 in mass, 1 in length and -1 in time. So what is the meaning of dimension? Dimension means the power of what? Power of fundamental quantities. See, powers of the fundamental quantities when a derived quantity is expressed in terms of fundamental quantities. Once again you see, we are expressing speed in terms of fundamental quantities. Fundamental quantities are mass, length and time. So the powers of the fundamental quantities when a derived quantity is expressed in terms of fundamental quantity, that is called dimension. And this is called dimensional formula. When you are writing dimensional formula, use this type of brackets. Which brackets? This type of brackets you can use. So you will read it as dimensional formula for area is equal to m0 L square T0. Thank you.